Uh, okay. So very good evening once again. This is Shruti from Game of Thrones. I'm a certified nutritionist, and as you see, we are doing a lot of panel talks uh, nowadays because the current pandemic that we are into, the COVID-19 I'm talking about. So it has given us a new perspective for our health. Previously, being in a nutrition profession, we have to teach people the importance of prevention. That prevention is better than cure. We all have heard, but we don't follow it somewhere. We go to a doctor only when the water is already above our head, right? So with the series of talks with Game of Thrones expert health coaches of nutrition and exercise and yoga, what we want to do here is that we want to give you a little awareness about your own health so that you are able to take a better decision about your own health. As you saw, for knowledge is the real power, right? So if you have knowledge about how your body functions and how you can take care of your own health, it will put you in a much better control of your own life. All right. So with that, we have kept in mind, and we are bringing you a lot of panel talks on the topics which are very relevant and most important nowadays. One of them that I see is called, CRP values. Almost everyone is talking about CRP values now, right? So, what are the CRP values? Why suddenly it has become so important? And what is it actually? What does it show? And is it important only if we get COVID, or it is important even before that? As we say, inflammation, right? So today's topic of discussion is going to be inflammation because it is the mother root cause of lot many disorders. All the lifestyle disorders that you can name, let it be starting from thyroidism to blood pressure to heart issues to knee joints, bone issues, somewhere all of them have their uh, root cause in the inflammation, right? If we somehow can do something for inflammation, our lifespan will be much longer and our bodies will be much healthier. So basically, what first I would like to tell you what is inflammation, and then we will tell you what causes it. And what causes are very, very simple things which you can minimize if you come to know about it. Okay. And then we will also tell you how good nutrition and good diet can help you control inflammation. And then we will also tell you how yoga or exercise can help you control inflammation. As a result, you can protect yourself from so many of disorders. All right. So here, Game of Thrones theme, I will quickly welcome Shriya and Ekta and Rajita. All right. So first of all, I will just brief you about what is inflammation. So inflammation is basically nothing but is anger. Inflammation is nothing but anger. Okay. What is anger? If something bad happens to us, we feel angry, right? All of us feel angry if something bad happens to us. Inflammation is nothing but the anger felt by body. Something bad happens to the body feels angry. So if we are angry, we shout at someone who does something bad to us, or we do things, all of you know better what you do when you are angry. But what body does when it is angry, it releases a lot of chemicals, and those chemicals create a lot of imbalance in your body. So guys, what we are going to to help you today, don't make your body angry. It is the only place you have to live. It is the only piece given gifted by God, irreparable, irreplaceable, just one shot at life. So why not take the best care of it, right? So inflammation is basically anger. Now let us see how this anger gets created inside the body actually. What actually creates it? And if you listen to our entire panel discussion, you will be surprised to know all of you are doing so many things each and every day to make your body angry. So, Rajita, over to you. Please tell us, what do we do in our everyday life that make the body angry, inflamed? In the scientific term, inflamed. And then we will quickly go over to Shriya, then how to control these factors, right? And then Ekta will tell us how exercise and yoga will make your body not angry but happy. All of us want a happy body. If you have a happy body, you will be happy state of life, right? So now Rajita will tell us
Sure,
what
sure.
we are doing on day-to-day basis.
Yeah. So yeah, Shruti told inflammation is nothing but like, angry. When we are angry, like how do we react? Same thing body also does in our with us. So I'll be talking like how what causes inflammation in our body. Like daily basis we'll be taking some unhealthy eating, like more in processed food, sugary food and chips vagara, like fried items. And we do undergo so much of stress as well. And especially people are at, not moving out of the houses and working in front of the laptops, especially sedentary lifestyle. And people who are having bad habits like alcohol and smoking, all these causes like so much inflammation in our body. So what happens when we are more inflamed in our body, especially because of all these wrong eating habits and sedentary lifestyle, alcohol and smoking? So our accumulation will be more in our body. So because of more fat accumulation in our body, it causes more inflammation. So the more inflammation, it is high chances of getting chronic issues. Just now Shruti has explained, like be it with heart attack and diabetes, arthritis, cancers, all these are because of inflammation in our body, even thyroid condition as well. So due to inflammation, even in our body arteries also, the plaque will form and it will get thickened slowly after longer time. And it will actually uh, clog that, it will narrow that our arteries, and stroke will come. So this is how heart attack will trigger. So the more body fat, even one more issue we face is in our body, because our body is fully operated with the hormones as well, right? So what happens when we are having more fat in our body, even our hunger signaling also will get affected. So because of that, our brain won't get that we are full. So that is when we will be loading our body like with lots of food. So the more food we eat, the more fat accumulation will happen, because we are not utilizing the energy what we are taking in our calories, right? So that is why the all these conditions causes inflammation in our body. And one more thing is also important: when people who are following like some fat diets, like without any expert suggestion, people will be taking their own diets, like to be with losing weight or gaining weight or whatever, any kind of any chronic issues like that. So they'll be following their own diets. And when we are not following the healthy diet, and that is that is when, like, even in our body inflammation increases. Like people think that I am losing weight, but they'll be getting more inflammation in their body, but that they won't be aware. And even the other factor, we say always, like as part of optimal health, sleep is also very important factor. So when actually we take proper rest, our body will recover, rejuvenate and rebuild. So even our hormones also will work properly, the growth hormone, everything. So we should take proper rest also. That is when, whenever we are not well, even doctors also suggest that we should take proper rest, then only our body will work properly, right? So even people who are taking, and many people do some mistakes, like they do more extensive workout, I mean to lose more weight, I mean in the shorter period of time. That is also wrong, because in that case also our body undergoes so much inflammation. Provided if you are taking proper healthy diet and rich in amino acid diet, then we'll be fine. Otherwise it causes more inflammation in our body. That is when people will hurt their body. Like many people would have experienced like ligament tear or so some injuries and shoulder pain, all these things. This is also because of inflammation in our body. So it's very important to actually increase our muscle mass and lose fat, because fat is the main cause of inflammation in our body. So healthy fat is important. We should eat healthy. For healthy fat, we should take omega-3 rich foods. And one more important thing is we should consult proper health coach who can help you what kind of how much percentage of fat is required for you. And ideally for men it should be below 20% and women it should be 28%, because woman is different and men is different in hormone levels, all these things. So we should actually maintain healthy fat levels to maintain inflammation in our body, because the more inflammation means the more, I mean, our immunity will weaken. So it's high time to maintain our immunity. So only thing we need to maintain our to maintain our immunity, we should take care of inflammation in our body as well. Yeah, Shruti.
Yeah, thank you, Rajita. That was wonderful. And thank you, Rajita. I know you yourself have just got rid of COVID and still you are here and helping everybody. That's a great thing, right?
Thank you.
And as Rajita was telling, the high body fat percentage seems to be, not seems to be, it is proven to be the biggest reason for inflammation. It is like, if an, you can understand it this way. If an unwanted guest stays in your house for too long, how will you feel? You will feel very bad because that unwanted guest will trouble you in every sphere of life, right? The unwanted guest here, you can understand, the unwanted body fat percentage. Does not matter, it will be there only if you are obese. Lot of time people with normal weight are also metabolically obese. So if you have a perception, I am very healthy, I am fit, I don't need to do exercise, I'm sorry to say, but that's not the case. Even if you are normal body weight, maybe your body fat percentage is high, we don't know. So exercise is for everyone, not just for people who want to lose weight or gain weight. This is a very common misconception. I just thought to talk about it. And in day-to-day life, what you do to make your body hungry, guys? Very late night eating, junk food eating. Junk food, you all know very well. I don't need to tell. Late night, we eat our dinner at a lot of families when I talk to, they tell we will have a dinner time is 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, even sometimes 11:30. People eat that late, right? And then a lot of fried stuff. I'm not telling don't eat fried stuff, but all the time fried stuff. This again we do to make our body angry. What else we do? Maybe too much of digital screen time before bed or otherwise, making the blue rays go to our eyes and not having proper sleep, as Rasta was mentioning. The sleep cycle gets disturbed. That again we do. Then what we do? Because of work from home scenario nowadays, we don't work out. If you don't work out, maybe you feel happy sitting all the time, but not your body. Your body feels angry that why this person is sitting, 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 and sitting. Why doesn't this person get up and shake up a bit, right? So that you don't, be a sedentary lifestyle person and make your body angry. Then one more reason I find very often is dehydration. Water is available free of cost in all the households in Bangalore at least, but still we are dehydrated, again making body angry. Lack of protein, obviously, it is there in each and every household. So, guys, now we will quickly go over to Shreya and we will see how we can make our body happy in terms of food or nutrition. Diet, I wouldn't use again. At Game of Thrones, we don't use the word diet because we love to eat ourselves and we want our people to eat healthy and happily. So, Shreya is now going to tell how we can make our body healthy and happy with while reducing the inflammation with food and what we can implement in day-to-day life. All right, over to you, Shreya now.
So, hello everyone, hello team Game of Thrones, and hello people who are watching us. And thank you so much, Shruti, for introducing us and giving us, about how inflammation is the root of all diseases. And thank you, Rajita, for covering this so nicely. So, I will talking about nutritional approach for how we can improve. As Shruti told in starting CRP. So CRP is a inflammatory marker. ये आज के टाइम पे हम ये कर रहे हैं ताकि हमारी बॉडी में how is immune system is responding, so we can see through this CRP levels. So what are the nutritional approach we can do on the daily basis so that we can inflammation we can control. So first, very much important while while going for the nutrition. There are three simple guidelines you can follow. First is recommended dietary allowance. We nowadays we all know कि हमें ये खाना है, हमें वो खाना है, मैं अच्छा सा फ्रूट्स ले रही हूँ, मैं अच्छा वेजिटेबल ले रही हूँ, मैं सब कुछ हेल्दी खा रही हूँ. But the fact is that whatever we are eating, it should be according to our recommended dietary allowance on a daily basis. It is not on a weekly basis. It should be on a daily basis. Second is reading the food labels. Actually, I don't know, but many of us, go through the marketing strategies, will think it is healthy, but it is not healthy. So, second is always monitor, reading your labels. I will connect it why it is related to inflammation. And third is we all know nowadays we have to take nutritional, nutrition support. We have to take, good amount of zinc, vitamin C, and other nutrients. But do you know the absorption is most important part for taking nutrition? So these are three simple things which we should always take care on a daily basis. So now how we can, do the nutritional approach if we हमारा inflammation high है या CRP levels are high in our body. So first thing is that step one is try to avoid added sugar in your diet and also limit your sodium intake also. So how we can do this? How we can avoid sugar and limit sodium. Add phytonutrients and polyphenols. Half of your meal should be phytonutrients and polyphenols. It is a step one. What is phytonutrients and polyphenols? These are simple nutrients which especially finds in a green leafy vegetables, peas, beans, and cherries. Okay, so try to add half of your meal should be fruits and vegetables. Step one. Second step is be smart enough while choosing your protein intake. We think कि मैं तो चिकन ले रही हूँ, मीट ले रही हूँ, but do you know that a certain अगर इनका बॉडी में कंटेंट ज्यादा होता है तो it creates inflammation in your digestion. So try to limit this also. And when your inflammation is high, try to choose especially plant-based source protein in your diet. So go for the, you can go for the protein source like soya, tofu, paneer. And if you're going for the chicken, skinless chicken, you can go and you can try to maintain the protein level in your diet because C-reactive protein के लिए protein diet is very much important to stable the function of CRP in our body. So try to maintain the protein intake, protein diet in your meals. Step three is taking a good amount of fat. What we think कि हमें fat मिलता है, हमें घी से मिलता है, but do you know that we should limit the saturated fat also, and we should avoid hydrogenated oil. So try to read label. तो यहाँ पर आप थ्री चीज देखना स्पेशली. फर्स्ट इज हाइड्रोजनेटेड ऑयल इफ यू आर गोइंग फॉर द पैकेज्ड फूड. Second is what are the sodium contents in there, and third is trans fat, and also limit the saturated fat amount. So in fat, what we can take? In fact, for choosing a fat, go for the omega 3 sources such as salmon. Salmon is very much amazing source for omega 3. Walnut, you can go as a plant source. But but I told you in starting that we should always see the RDA values. But when it comes to omega 3, there are three major factors: EPA, DHA, and EPA, DHA, and AHA. So what we think is मैं walnut तो खा ही रही हूँ, मुझे तो good amount of fat मिल रहा है. We all are very much Google smart. We know कि हमें इससे fat मिल रहा है. But you should always think कि EPA and DHA का content हमारी RDA के according कितना ज़्यादा है diet में. And once you will find, you will get to know that we are too much lacking in this segment actually. So try to consult the right nutrition expert for you and see that how this EPA DHA plays a very much important role for reducing the CRP level in your body. And then step four. Here comes the whole grains. होल ग्रेन्स को हम सोचते हैं कि नहीं ये तो हमें नहीं लेना चाहिए, अच्छा नहीं होता है, बट we always very much smart enough to choosing complex carbohydrate and only carbs. So try to include complex carbohydrate and avoid your refined flour in your diet. For example, आज के टाइम पे हमें लगता है ब्रेड इज वेरी अच्छा है, ब्रेड होल ग्रेन अच्छा है, जो मल्टी ग्रेन ब्रेड आ रही है अच्छा है, बट वंस यू विल रीड द लेवल यू विल गेट टू नो देयर दे आर एडिंग रिफाइंड फ्लोर इन देयर bread also. So choose enough or choose smart carbohydrates, and as I connected before, protein also. And fifth is experiment with the spices. हम सबको पता है कि spices, herbs, we are trying to include nowadays very much in our diet, but it should be in very much limit, because you don't know कि हमारी body में जो acidity होती है, if it is get increases while having too much spices, it can create a inflammation in your diet, inflammation in your body. So try to limit this spices, this herb. And here you can add, for example, curcumin with the black pepper. It is a very good source for controlling your CRP levels. So as I told you, these 5 steps, for your nutritional approach, and try to read the labels. And if you don't know how to do this, and how to get anti-inflammatory diet, so you can connect to the Game of Thrones health coach nutrition expert, so that they can guide you for the customized things for you. So with this, I'm done. Thank you, Shruti.
Welcome, Shreya, and that was so wonderful and fantastic. Just quick pointers for all of you who are watching us. People who are watching us, a big hi to all of you. I cannot see who all, but definitely you are going to get benefited a lot. All right. Please keep sharing this post on your profile as well so that people who are your loved ones also get to know about inflammation and how they can control it. So, guys, quickly, I will tell you one thing. A lot of you buy packaged food from outside, right? A lot of, what can we say, bread, biscuits, jam, jellies, juices, Maggie, noodles, a lot of ready to cook or ready to eat. I don't know what hell. I'm just wondering something will come ready to digest also someday very soon. But don't know. So guys, nowadays trans fat has already gained a lot of bad name. So what the people have done now, nobody writes trans fat. Okay, the name has changed. It's like a villain has become, too much famous. It will change. They will undergo a plastic surgery and change their face. So trans fat has changed its face. It's not trans fat anymore. It is written as hydrogenated oils. So if you see somewhere, look out for this word, hydrogenated. If it is present in your diet, it is present in your food items that you consume, please do not take it. I will tell you where all we find it. You find it everywhere and all the food items which stays for very longer. I'm not talking about supplements here, I'm talking about food items. Something which is termed as food category, not supplements, food category. I'm not talking about medicines and supplement because these two stay on a long time. I'm talking about food that stays on for a very long time, like biscuits if you see, or maybe bakery items if you see. Some examples I'm giving. These will have hydrogenated oils. So you have to be very careful. You are not taking these things in your diet because this will cause a lot of inflammation in your body. It will make your body angry. In like in childhood, if you have some bad, I wouldn't say bad friends, but if you are in bad company, your parents get angry at you, right? Why are you roaming with that girl? Why are you roaming? My mother was very particular about it. Guys, be particular about what is going inside your body. The trans fat, nobody writes nowadays. Everybody is aware about it. Hydrogenated is the new word. You take care of that. And then what Shreya said, very, very important thing, phytonutrients. It's my all-time favorite. It's my favorite dish actually, phytonutrients. Where do you find it? You can just go over Shreya's talk again and you will get to know where we can find it and what all things comes under phytonutrient. How does it make your body so happy? And it will make your tongue also happy. Shreya is a wonderful, chef. She cooks so nice things, very healthy and very nice recipes. So I don't think nutritious diet is boring. If someone tells me, "Oh, you are a nutritionist, you must be eating very boring," I said, "No, not at all. Nutritious diet need not be boring, it's rather more interesting than unhealthy diets. Unhealthy diets lack colors. Nutritious diets have a lot of colors to make your body happy. All right. But still, if you are not sure about how to go about it, you can obviously contact Game of Thrones health coaches. We will reach out to you and we will help you out regarding this, because at Game of Thrones, we understand that prevention is a day to day activity. Good health का जो सीक्रेट होता है वो सिर्फ जिम में और डाइट में नहीं होता है, ये आपकी डे टू डे लाइफ में होता है. Right now we will quickly go over to Ekta. I am meeting up on her time. Sorry, Ekta. Here is Ekta. She will tell us. Ekta is a wonderful and very lovely and very young girl who is a certified yoga teacher. She will tell us how exactly the practice of yoga, which asanas we can do, particularly in this scenario. The right now whatever we are seeing, is full of inflammation, right? She will tell us about which asanas we can practice and how does it help. All right, over to you, Ekta.
Thank you, Shruti, for beautiful introduction, and thank you, Rajita and Shriya, for covering it very beautifully about what is inflammation and how nutrition can help to reduce it. So now I will tell you how exercise or yoga can help to reduce inflammation. So like Shruti told that inflammation is nothing just जब हमारी बॉडी एंग्री हो जाती है. सो अगर हम कुछ भी नहीं करेंगे, कोई भी एक्टिविटी नहीं करेंगे, देन हमारी बॉडी एंग्री रहेगी. सो हमारी बॉडी को हैप्पी करने के लिए हम कोई भी एक्सरसाइज कर सकते हैं. आप कुछ भी करो, ऐसे ही ना बैठो, योगा करो, वर्कआउट करो, जिम करो, वॉकिंग करो, कुछ भी, कोई तो एक्टिविटी बॉडी के लिए होनी चाहिए. सो हियर नाउ आई विल टेल यू दैट how yoga helps to reduce inflammation in our body. So when we practice yoga daily, तो योगा क्या करता है, हमारी बॉडी में जो बी लिम्फोसाइट सेल्स होती हैं उनको इंक्रीज करता है, जो कि हमारी एंटीबॉडी सेल्स होती हैं. और जब हमारी बॉडी में इनफ एंटीबॉडीज होती हैं तो वो इन्फ्लेमेशन बॉडी में नहीं होने देती. एंड रेगुलर प्रैक्टिस से क्या होता है, हमारी बॉडी योगा हमारी बॉडी के जो नेचुरल किलर सेल्स होते हैं उनको रेगुलेट करता है. सो योगा करने से क्या होता है, ना तो वो नेचुरल किलर सेल्स को बढ़ने देता है बॉडी में और ना ही घटने देता है. जैसा कि जितना हमारी बॉडी को जरूरत है वो उतना ही रखता है. सो दिस इज हाउ योगा हेल्प्स टू रिड्यूस इन्फ्लेमेशन. एंड द सेकेंड थिंग इज योगा हेल्प्स टू रिड्यूस स्ट्रेस लेवल, बिकॉज स्ट्रेस लेवल भी एक बड़ा रीजन है जो कि हमारी बॉडी में इन्फ्लेमेशन क्रिएट करता है. लाइक हमारी बॉडी में जहां भी इन्फ्लेमेशन होता है तो हम कोई ना कोई बीमारी का शिकार हो जाते हैं. लाइक अगर हमारे यहाँ थ्रोट में इन्फ्लेमेशन हो रहा है, देन वी हैव डेंजर टू हैव थायराइड इशू. एंड अगर हमारे पैनक्रियाज में इन्फ्लेमेशन है, देन डायबिटीज का खतरा रहता है. एंड अगर हमारे जॉइंट्स में इन्फ्लेमेशन हो रहा है, देन अर्थराइटिस होने का डर रहता है. सो योगा क्या करता है, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हमारा स्ट्रेस लेवल कम करता है. सो जब हम डीप ब्रीदिंग करते हैं वो हमारे माइंड को रिलैक्स करता है. एंड हमारा जो कार्टिसोल लेवल है, हमारी बॉडी का जो मेन स्ट्रेस हार्मोन है, उसको लो करता है, जिससे कि हमारा माइंड रिलैक्स होता है एंड साथ ही साथ हमारी बॉडी रिलैक्स होती है. एंड साथ में क्या करता है, ये हमारे माइंड को प्रॉपर, हमारे ब्रेन का प्रॉपर वर्क करता है, जिससे कि हमारा ब्रेन प्रॉपर सिग्नल दे पाता है हमारे अदर बॉडी पार्ट्स को जो भी वर्क करना है. सो वो प्रॉपर सिग्नल जाता है, देन हमारी बॉडी प्रॉपर वर्क करती है. एंड द थर्ड थिंग इज योगा हेल्प करता है हमारी फैट सेल्स को रिड्यूस करने में. जैसा कि रजिता ने बताया कि फैट इज ऑल्सो वन ऑफ द मेन रीजन of inflammation. So yoga helps to reduce fat cells, जिससे कि हमारे बॉडी में इन्फ्लेमेशन भी कम होता है. So there are some particular asanas जिनसे कि एक पर्टिकुलर एरिया में अगर आपके इन्फ्लेमेशन हो रहा है तो वो उसको कम करता है. जैसे कि अगर आपको थायराइड में इन्फ्लेमेशन, आपके थायराइड ग्लैंड में इन्फ्लेमेशन हो रहा है, then we do that cobra pose, and in which we lift up our throat. सो यहाँ पे क्या होता है, यहाँ हमारी थ्रोट ये थायराइड ग्लैंड का मसाज होता है एंड वो एक्टिवेट होती है और हमारे ब्रेन से प्रॉपर कनेक्शन बन पाता है हमारे थायराइड ग्लैंड का कि हमें कितना वर्क करना है, कितना हमें थायराइड का लेवल कंट्रोल में रखना है. एंड द सेकेंड इज लाइक वी डू स्ट्रेचिंग एंड जॉइंट्स रोटेशन. सो इससे क्या होता है, हमारे जो जॉइंट्स में इन्फ्लेमेशन है वो कम होता है. एंड द थर्ड इज अगर किसी को स्पाइनल प्रॉब्लम है, बैक पेन हो रहा है, स्पाइन में इन्फ्लेमेशन हो गया है, देन वी डू स्पाइन ट्विस्ट पोजेस. सो that's how yoga helps to reduce inflammation in our body. So अगर आप कोई भी प्रॉब्लम, इनमें से कोई भी प्रॉब्लम आपको है, then you can connect with our one of Game of Thrones coaches. They will help you with this. I'm done. Thank you.
Thank you, Ekta. That was wonderful. So, guys, as she was telling, for all the inflammatory diseases like hypothyroidism, diabetes, blood pressure, arthritis, bone issues, a lot of other issues, even asthma, respiratory disorders, we have different yoga asanas, yoga poses that help us work on that particular organ, particular gland that will help you. So with Game of Thrones, every Sunday, 7 to 7:30 p.m., we keep on organizing one absolutely free for everybody. We are doing this just to help everyone, totally free of cost, half an hour session, which is directed at addressing these kind of inflammatory diseases, because we know the inflammation is there not only today because of COVID. It is there, it was there, and it will be there. COVID, maybe if you are vaccinated, you are safer side. But all these inflammation, you are never on safer side, and it is the mother cause, the mother cause of all the diseases. It is the root cause of all the diseases. So if you are taking care of your nutrition, your workouts, your activity level, and of course, at Game of Thrones, we pay much attention to what is going on here, our mental peace, right? All of our health coaches, you can see here, Rajita, Shriya, Ekta, we all take very good care of the mental health of our community members. Because if I am healthy mentally, my stress will be down. If my stress is down, my hormonal levels will be good. And if my hormonal system is good, I will get more result out of the same diet, out of the same workout that I may be following from someone else also, right? So that is very, very important. But one more suggestion, guys, if you have any particular question or you are struggling with the disorders we are talking about, reach out to us with your question and we will be more than happy to answer you in terms of nutrition or diet, or if you want to lose weight or gain weight, or you are just recovering from COVID, then remember 7 to 7:30, book your calendar every Sunday to spend with Game of Thrones, as we want to help you stay healthier and happier. Your body has to be happy so that you can be happy. And for happy person, sky is the limit. We can just achieve whatever goals we have set for ourselves. But if we are unhappy, even cooking a roti sabji becomes a very tough job. Especially, I tell you myself, if I am unhappy, I don't want to do anything. Even a small thing seems a big task to me. But if I'm happy, my productivity is so high. So staying happy is something I think all of us should be very, very particular about, right? Mentally and physically as well. Game of Thrones is there with you all in both the aspects, let it be physical or mental. And if you have any particular topic that you want to know about from us, do write us a message. We will invite again. I will also come and I will invite our experts to talk on that issues to you, right? And anyway, we will keep doing. We will keep educating you about the lifestyle disorders and how you can get out of it. All right. And guys, do sharing these wonderful posts in your profile also, so that other people can also get benefit, right? Why to keep something good all to yourself? We have to spread the positivity. Only negativity you should keep only to yourself, right? But this is something very positive. Let us spread it. Thank you so much, Ekta, Shriya, and Rajita, for being here, especially to Rajita, because she has just gotten over COVID and she's here. But I can tell you, she recovered so fast and quick because, of course, she knows what to eat. and what to do.
But actually, I'm, as you told, like our mental health is very important. I'm not even thinking about it. I'm so much engaged, like I'm talking to all my clients, and I mean, I'm not worried about this. I'm engaged myself.
That is how you recovered so quickly.
Yes.
If we are thinking about negative, how will we recover? But you recovered so quickly because you are very positive. So it's the
Yes.
power of community, right? Wonderful. We had a lovely session, guys, and we all say good night to you, and we will be back very soon, probably a day or two after. Let us see which topics you can let us know. All right. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye bye. Good night.
Bye.